Hey guys, what's up? Pimmarthrow here, and welcome back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. I don't know why I'm starting on this screen, and for whatever reason it says restart chapter even though this is the first take, because I always cut when the fight actually starts, so obviously I haven't died, but whatever. In the last episode, we had some rather crazy shenanigans go on with the Apostle hiding below decks and then just flat out running away from her guard, essentially, because she can do what she wants. But we ended up saving her, and as they will talk about the Benyon Empire right here, the Empress is also like 10 years old and probably about 3 feet tall. Even though the Apostle is showered with love and respect from the entire nation, she's still a kid. But we are going to end up meeting with her in this episode because we have finally made it to Benyon, even though it didn't outright say so. We will make it there in this episode. Now this is kind of important, not in this game, but in the sequel. In the background you can see the guiding tower. This is where Ashera watches over the world, who is the goddess of order. So just something to make note of. It's not terribly important in this game, though. And yeah, it's a little bit different than Crimea, which is more farmland and what have you. But welcome to Chapter 14, Training, and that is quite a fitting title because we're going to be trying to get Soren and Mia to get their class changes in this episode, whether it's through bonus experience or through actually finishing or getting experience in the fight, but I would like Soren to class change by the time this level's over. Unfortunately, Lindsay has nothing to claim or to prove that she is princess because it took all of her ability just to avoid Dane's capture. And Renning is also dead, so no one knows that this is actually, if it's actually Lincia. Ike will vouch for her, even though he really can't prove it either. And yeah, that is also true. The Dane army goes after her pretty much all the time, so they at least have some belief that this is the Princess of Crimea, so that is actually true. But since Ike's a commoner, she obviously doesn't care. For a price, they'll support any lie, no matter how... No, that's the Ravens. Royal Knight of Crimea? No. We have ex-Knights of Crimea. We have Titania and Oscar, who had to leave because of taking care of his brothers. Does that count? And then you got this guy. Look at this guy's mustache. Holy cow. I don't think this guy's important in the story. He is in the sequel, but I don't think he's that important in this game. For his abuse of the Apostle, the penalty can be only death. So yes, it turns out that she knows Sephiroth, who was the guy that we rescued in the prison level, in Prisoner Release, that did not turn into one of our allies, so... Apparently he was disguised as a monk, however he is actually one of the dukes, so he's a very trusted advisor and a prime minister of Benyon. Which kind of makes you wonder how he got captured, unless he purposely did it, but that would be kind of bizarre, wouldn't it? Oh well. So yeah, they knew she was coming, and also Sephiroth apparently vouched for Alencia as well. And apparently her reasoning also for doing that was because she was bored, and she needed something fun to do. This guy is relatively important to the story, but it's not for a couple chapters. And of course, because, you know, you've got dukes who are all vying for her favor, they're just pretty much just kissing her butt, saying, "Oh, it's hilarious, yes, it's very funny." And they're not happy with that at all. So Sephiroth's already vowed, yeah, kind of figured that was the case. But Ike's not too happy about it. Of course, he has a point. She's a kid. She has none. Restrain your mustache. I like his pose too. It's like a very sassy, like crossing his arms, looking over his shoulder. Just very, very sassy. Quite full of sass. I love it. She's the best heir to a dead country. Yeah, right. We can take him. Come on. Begging Benny. We don't need your help. It's just that we would need extra soldiers. We can't exactly just march into Dane's homeland and be like, hey, we want our country back. Don't have that many units. I can't stand it. Yeah, you'll get used to her. And yeah, it's entirely possible that the Apostle saved her because she told all the other guys to stop messing with him. If she hadn't butted in and told the Dukes to restrain themselves, he would probably be dead. And yeah, that's also true with the leader of the mercenary group out. There would pretty much be no hope of restoring Crimea. Yep, that is unfortunately true. Unfortunately true. That's the issue with classes, right there. Of course, some people do actually fight very hard and, you know, earn their money, but unfortunately, you can't. Some people don't always earn it. Sometimes you're just born into a wealthy family, and that makes you wealthy by proxy. Nothing you can do about it. Of course, I get to play video games, which means I get to be a middle-class white boy. As Proton John would call it, middle-class white boy. You didn't notice? Nope, not at all. Our last battle, new. Oh, I was supposed to say he was Astrid. Really? That's kind of bizarre. I kind of figured it would have been like Rolf, because I let him get a lot of extra kills. But you know, whatever. That works, I guess. All right, what do you got? Servant. Okay, 2 stars. This is probably something important. There's rumor going around that a tiger subhuman has been seen on the foggy banks of this very river. What? You don't seem surprised? Alright then, how about this? The subhuman, they say, is always in beast form. It can't change back. The only way for humans to fight savages is to wait for them to change out of beast form. How can we kill them if they won't change? Stellar reaction, huh? I was with this juicy morsel then. I was saving it, I was, but for my darling in the army, the tigers, cats, and other 4-legged subhumans hate fire magic. Yes, they do. I knows things. That's not a servant. There you go. There's the light bulb. But yes, that's something a little bit important about the next chapter, but not that much. There are Lagoos that will stay transformed throughout the entire thing, but there's only like 3 of them, so it's not too big of a deal. Hey, Gotri, what's up? He's admiring the flowers, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't mean... Yeah, I kind of figured that's what he meant. He meant the women. He's still just a boy. No, he's just not ogling women like a creepy person like you are. Hey, Astra, what's up? I don't understand this country at all. I'm sure most people say that when they come here to Texas. I don't understand this place at all. And yeah, sometimes holding on to tradition is not always the best thing. As time progresses, we obviously have adaptation in our ways, find better ways to do things. Your skill with the bow is spectacular. Well, it wasn't at first, but it will get better very quickly, I promise you. Marcia! Yeah, keep in mind that even though we don't use Marcia, she was a member of the Pegasus Knights here before she resigned. And of course, I guess it would be a little bit embarrassing to face them since she resigned. Searching for her brother. Likes a brother too. So why is he so different from my brother? Because nobody's the exact same. Lazy do anything. So what it sounds like is apparently, for whatever reason, her brother caused her to essentially to get kicked out of the Knights. But more on that later. Jill and okay, this is actually something I was going to touch on. I forgot about it because I hadn't gotten to this point yet. When it comes to building the supports, one of the supports that I often build is Jill and Leaf and try to get it to A. And the reason for that, the reason that I'm going to try to do it is because of a specific chapter that's pretty late game. It's like in the 20s, I think. I don't know the exact number, but there's something I want to show off there. And you have to have an A support with a character in order to make it work with Jill and some other character. And it will be easier to have that support with Leaf than it would with Mist because it's in the middle of a battle, and obviously Leaf is much safer on the front lines than Mist is. So I might actually try to have Jill and Leaf team up or be next to each other in a lot of fights and avoid Mist. I've got 5 conversations left, so I can still get her to A by doing this, so I will do it. But I'm going to try to be getting Leaf to A, not Mist. I want Mist and Rolf to probably get the A support, because Rolf often needs coverage by stuff, because quite often whenever I use him, his resistance is a little bit low. So I might be using the ward staff on him quite a bit. To be fair, not everybody actually eats together. Gosh only knows where Volk is. Ah well. Alright, I don't have any new skills, right? No? Okay, good. Just checking. Alright, what are we looking at here? First and foremost, actually, do I have any Master Seals? Convoy take. No, okay, I have 2 Master Seals, so I don't actually have to get him to 21. I can get him to 20 and then just use the item. That works. How's Mia doing? She's also 19. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Hopefully that didn't put Soren too short. I should have given it to him first. I was not thinking, unfortunately. 37. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Though I think even with that, he probably wouldn't have gotten it anyway. If he did, then oh well. I'll probably just... Yeah, I know what I'm going to end up doing here. Remember, we weren't able to clear the last stage, like, before the 10 turns were up because of how the stage was made. It just isn't possible to do that, so... What I'm going to do... Ike, you're fine. Zahark's fine. Soren, what I'm going to do is... I'm not going to use the Master Seal yet, because you can use it after level 10. I could use it right now. I'm probably going to have him get a kill in battle, and then get him to 20, and then after that just use the Master Seal. Because, obviously, you've probably already figured this out, but in using a Master Seal prematurely, you're also missing out on levels, and that's something you really don't want to do. Alright, item-wise, you look fine. Rolf is fine. I don't have a Lagoose bow, do I? I don't think I do. I think it's just the axe. The Volk still has. I don't think I have a lance or anything else. I have the Lagoose Slayer, but that's about it. You already have all 3 of those, so no point. Nefni is fine. I need to start using her more too. Jill is fine. Mia is fine. I probably should give Mia another Vulnerary though. She does only have 1 left. Jill is fine. Iron Lance is kind of run low, but that's okay. The non-forged one. Leaf is fine. Mist, I should probably give another heal staff too. What do I have for staves? I have a restore. That's not really an issue in this stage, but I'll take it anyway, I guess. I'm going to put this in the convoy. And buy her one that has more than 1 use on it left, and just go ahead and sell this, even though it's only 10 gold. Volk. Oh, I do have an occult. Oh, right, but Ike wasn't class changed, so that's why I didn't see it. Okay, get rid of these. That killer bow I might actually put on Rolf. Energy drop and occult. So, speed wing, longsword, Hellfire. Oh, right. I need to work on Astrid stuff, too. I could have given the experience to her, but honestly, like, I can work on her levels more because she's going to be completely useless in the next chapter. And it's not because of her. Like, most of your characters will be in the one after this, and you'll see why whenever we get there. Okay, so let's go ahead and give you a steel bow. You're going to get close to using the longbow, so I'll give you that as well. I'm going to buy Vulnerate because the only one left in the convoy only had one use on it, so I'm just going to buy one like that. There are antitoxins now that will cure poisoning, but you hardly ever need to buy those. I'm using you. What are you doing all the way down here, Oscar? Jeez. Sure, take another Steel Lance, I guess. Okay, back to Rolf. No, I think I should... yeah, I think I'll pass on the killer bow. I might give it to Astrid later. For now, I'm going to try to forge her weapon. See if I can sell anything. Okay, that's kind of unfortunate. I don't have any gems I can sell, so what I'm going to do is sell the keys. Because I don't care about them. Fortunately, if you're like me and you don't use a lot of units, I don't use any units that have axes on them. So I don't need any of these, so I can just sell them. I might keep the short axe around just in case I change my mind. The Laguz axe actually isn't that good, so I'm going to go ahead and sell it as well. You'll notice some items are not for sale, by the way, like the Rolf's bow isn't. I can sell Elwyn because I'm not making Soren a Wind Mage. Any light magic you can sell. There's only one light mage in the entire game, and it's Reese when he class changes. So if you're not using Reese, any light magic you get, just go ahead and sell it. No point in keeping it. Alright, that's pretty good for money to use. So let's forge a bow. Wait, she can use D weapons, right? Yeah, okay, cool. Well, then we'll just do that. Where'd you go? Forge. Bow, steel, yes. Bring the... Well, no, the weight's not that big a deal. What I want to get first and foremost is the hit up and the attack up. Okay, I got... No, I don't have room for all of them. Okay. The crit's not terribly important, though. I'd rather bring the weight down. What's it default to? 9, so that cuts it about in half. That's not bad. We'll go and use that. Her speed's generally pretty high, as you've already seen anyway, whenever she gets level up, so weight of 5 is probably okay. Want to change it? No. Okay, cool. Yeah, because what is the iron bow? That's a weight of also 5. So if she can double with the iron bow, then she can double with the steel bow here. And that's going to be over twice as strong and has a better accuracy and a better crit on it, so that would be the best option. Okay. So killing edge, oh, right, I can class change me. I completely forgot about that. I'm glad I remembered to do that. Because now I can give her the occult scroll if I want to, and I might do that. I usually give it to Zahark, though. There are a couple on throughout the game. You have to use them very carefully. That is a very orange outfit. Very nice. Very nice. And being a swords master, you do not get to choose another option for your weapons. You're still using swords. However, it means that her speed and skill are going to go up even higher than they already were, so she's going to be able to dodge even better, and she's definitely going to be doubling probably everything for the rest of the game. No, not that. Skills. Alright, so Occult, which is what we picked up last episode. When it comes to Occult, as you can see right there, it says Occult number in stock 1, even though the skill is Roar. This basically means you can put this on any unit that has been class changed, or ones like Laguz units, which is why it works on Leaf. So any Swordmasters, any Snipers, etc. I talked about this a little bit last episode. So going over who I could put it on right now, I cannot put it on Ike. You do want to save an Occult Scroll for Ike, because you're practically going to need his skill for one of the fights if you actually choose to go through with it. but you will be getting another one pretty shortly, so just make sure you keep at least one. And I would not assign any skills to Ike because there's hardly any room for it, along with something else, so you'd probably have to drop one of the two. Okay, I'll just go ahead and go over them now. Ike will get Ether, which you probably recognize from the Smash games that he's in. Ether basically launches, in one attack, it launches Soul and Luna. Soul, I already explained, it will do whatever damage you do to somebody, you'll get it back in health, and then Luna will negate that opponent's defense. Zahark, like Mia, will get Astra, which I can actually just show right here. It will grant the unit 5 consecutive attacks at half damage, so basically 2.5 damage that round. Soren will get Flare, which I cannot show yet. Flare will negate an enemy's resistance, which is obviously good because he's attacking with magic. Rolf will get Deadeye, which will put an enemy to sleep if he attacks them, and I think it also does a little bit of bonus damage, but that might be... actually, I'm pretty sure that is Radiant Dawn. Nephany will get... oh, what does she get? I actually don't remember what she gets. Halberdiers, what do they get? Do they get Luna? No, I think they get Impale. That might be the sequel, though. I might actually have to put it on Nephany to find out. Jill will get Stun, which will attack an enemy and it will paralyze them for X amount of turns, so they literally cannot do anything. Leith will get Roar, which will immobilize enemies on the next turn. It's like a skill you have to activate, though. It doesn't activate during a fight, I don't believe. I think that's something different. Mist, when she class changes into a Valkyrie, she will also get Soul. Astrid will get Soul. I'm not using Stealth or Volk, and Seth can't class change anyway. Oscar will get Soul. Liana would get Flare. And I think that's about everybody I'm using. I'm not going to go over them with everybody. You can obviously look it up if you want to go, like, if you want to figure out specifically who it's best for. I actually don't know who I'm going to put it on, because Mia's not going to have the capacity for it, so I might not give it to her. I'll hold on to it for now. That's probably the best option, because I do need to have one for Ike, and then I'll just figure it out from there. Alright, so I gotta remember, once Soren gets to 20, I need to use that Master Seal. I need to get that done on this map. I could technically do it with bonus experience, but I need to get it done before the fight after this one starts. Otherwise, I'm in serious trouble. Hey, what's up? We're bored. Ike, why'd you say that? But everybody's bored. They're just frustrated. They're just bored. That's what it is. They're bored. So the Impossible apparently wants to employ us. Expect what? You're work if they pop. Well, it's something to do. You'd be surprised. You'd be willing to do a lot more stuff, even if it's work. Sometimes it's more fun to do work than just sit around bored. I should know that of all people whenever I work, because sometimes you actually are in there working and teaching, and then sometimes you're just watching, and watching feels like it takes forever in comparison. So I know exactly how that is. So, we are to stop the band of merchants traveling on the old highway and seize their cargo. Apparently we're ambushing them. I don't know who we're facing, but we're on the job. Let's do this right. Yeehaw. Very wide open map with actually not that many people on it. I guess for bandits that's a lot of people. Cats, tigers, and a few crows. All we got are laborers. We're not going to get rich with this. And it works hard to catch them. This is as bad as all that. Been selling half-breeds for 25 years. The ones that fetch the highest price are the trophy herons. And if they're white-winged royals, the Fanatics will empty their purses of every last coin. Why do you think herons are so expensive? It's because they're rare. They're like Pokemon trading cards that are rare. It's been 20 years since that mob burned Serenus. The herons were all roasted like chickens. Yeah, we'll get more into that later, too. Idiots. And some furry boots, too. Quite nice. And look over there. Who are they? They're not a common traveler. Yeah, we're coming here to kick your ass. Club makes it hard to see, but their numbers and appearance match our intelligence. It must be them. You ready to fight? Alright, let's do it. Alright, so for this map, pretty much whoever you want goes. In order to recruit, you won't need your thieves, there's no treasure here. In order to recruit the character on this map, you are going to need Marcia. because as you can see, there we go, she can converse with Makalov, who, as you can probably already guess, turns out to be her brother. I think I actually am going to pass on using Ileana, because I don't want to get distracted by using her. If honestly I have nothing else to do with my bonus experience later in the game, then I will put her back in. But for now, I think I'm okay. Besides, this is just normal mode. You don't need that many healers. 3 is kind of overkill. For normal, anyway. For hard mode, that's probably fine, but for normal, no. Okay, so Makalov is up here on the stage. Well, no, that's not him. He's up here. He's way on the top left, so you want to get Marcia starting out as close as you possibly can there. So what I would do is send a couple people up this left-hand side, not too many, just like maybe in addition to Marcia, 2 others, and then send the rest down the straight path. The goal here is to defeat the boss, and there are some Lagoos that he will release right here in this area whenever the fight starts, but I don't believe they move, and they're not that hard to beat, actually. The guy, Gashalama, is a berserker, so he is basically a buffed fighter, sort of. He's like a fighter like Boyd. He's even stronger attack-wise and defense-wise, but he suffers in, generally, they suffer more in skill and resistance, and I guess in this guy's case, luck a little bit, but not a big deal. Berserkers really aren't that great, though. You'll get 1 in the game, he's not that good. So, just treat him like every other enemy. Just watch out for the killing axe more than anything. There is a unit over here, so make sure you watch out for that guy, because he might actually catch you off guard, because you're not really paying attention to this side of the screen that much, because it looks like there's nothing over here, really, on this bottom part. So, fair warning about that. I think the best course of action here, since I said I was going to work on that support, we'll have Jill and Leith go this way with Marcia. There is a house here. You want to pick up this item as well as the other 2 up here. They're not that hard to get, though. And as for everybody else, I'm just going to move up the people that need the experience the most. That looks pretty good. I might have Nephany and Astrid go after this guy. That looks pretty good, though. You want to look at the conditions. Conditions are typical. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and save. And let's do this. And you know what I'm actually going to do? I don't need Ike for this level at all, so I'm actually going to have him go get this item down here, and I'm not going to waste a turn using Marcia, because I'm not going to have him fight at all. And I've got other people to cover my ranged attackers, so that's what I'll end up doing. As for you 2, will Leith kill this guy or no? Oh yeah, definitely. Do I dare take a pot shot at him? How much damage will I do if he hits me? 10? That's not bad. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, good, he missed. Like I said, not that big a deal, but if you don't get hit, that's always a good thing. That's not bad. Would have liked HP, but aside from that, pretty good. Over down here, so she'll be standing next to Leith when Leith attacks this guy. Adios. That's that taken care of. Check this guy's range, because I do not want Marcia getting attacked. Keep in mind that Makalov will actually move against you, so be careful whenever you're coming up towards him. You don't want to accidentally kill him. Astrid, let's see what you can do here. No, not that one. 16 times 2. That will almost kill him. But Nephany does need that experience as well. She's only going to take 8 damage if she gets hit, and she probably won't even get hit, so let's do it. Yep, nice dodge. Good job. I know Nephany's behind in levels, but Astrid's even farther behind. That's why I did that. 16? Yeah, might as well. I know that forged bow is really good, but if I don't need to use it, then I probably will not. So, I'll use it when I need to, but only when I need to. Alright, one more level. That'll bring her to 5. Speed, luck, and defense. Move back a little with Kanto. Rolf. That's pretty good. I was afraid that was going to happen too. The second I was like 6 critical, I don't know about that. I was afraid that was going to happen. That's not going to be able to double either. How can I put this to where... Okay, I'm not thinking this through very well. There we go. Okay. I want one of these two to get attacked, so I'll put them in front. More concerned about this group, probably. And those two are probably fine. We'll have Oscar over here. Oscar is always a solid unit, so he's a very good backup. Ah, what terrible luck. My sixth sense told me that the weather would be nice today. Hey, grumbling and whining won't pay off your debt. Come on, beautiful, cough up my gold. I'd dearly love to pay you, but unfortunately I'm broke. Not again. You're employed as a bodyguard. Why don't you have enough gold to pay me back? When we get back to the base, I'll get what's mine. Try to run and you'll pay in pain. Threaten me all you like. I can't give you what I don't have. Ugh, I hope that sounded brave. Oh dear, what am I going to do? Seems I must go crawling back to my dear sister once again. I'm just going to be so mad. But in the end, I'm sure she'll help. After all, it's for the life of her brother. Right, tonight I pay a little visit to the barracks of the Sacred Pegasus Knights. So now you kind of get a grip on why Marcy had to leave. Let's start by visiting this house. Hi. Today's your lucky day. You've arrived at just the right time. I have something nice to give you. I just got back from a shopping spree and I got this as a free bonus of sorts. Whenever you're sophisticated like me... Okay. Sure chose that for the rest of your days. Now which way to the nearest city? You get a Spirit Dust. This will permanently increase whatever unit you choose. It will increase their magic by 2. So, pretty nice to have. Okay, let's go with the same strategy as before. Nice. He probably can't get that far. I'll move Jill here. Yeah, he can't go that far, but better safe than sorry. Meanwhile, back over here. Wait, is the Hark missed? Really? No, wait, he's got a hand axe that... No, he doesn't. Is the Hark missed? That's weird. I don't see what happened there. Alright. Crit 10, crit 8, crit 5, crit 5, hopefully this won't kill him. There we go. Weapon level up, nice. Nah, just use fire, no point wasting the hellfire. Alright, hopefully that's enough. Ah, no, not quite, okay. Well, that's kind of a shame. Let's just use this to get some free experience out of it. Oh, nice. Good thing I did that, I guess. Not bad, but Mist kind of needs magic. Oh, well, weapon level up, too. Nice. That takes her up to B, so she's pretty close to maxing that, actually. Switch to Steel Lance. Astra can catch back up.